now here's your host, Duza Cold Bear. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Duza Cold Bear.
Happy Tuesday.
Give it up for Louis Gato and the DBS Orchestra.
Have a good show, Duza. You know they all are, right?
Oh my goodness gravy, man. You guys are awesome. Oh, and speaking of gravy, later tonight I'll be sitting down with the galloping gourmand himself, Graham Norat. Yeah, we may even cook.
Oh my.
Yeah, don't worry, Louis. We'll save you some.
That's a great idea.
Folks, as everyone knows, tech has given us so many mind-bending breakthroughs. From quantum computing to the whole internet in our pocket thing, and even toilet paper that cartoon bears use. And that's why I like to bring you all the latest tech news in the ongoing Late Show Tech segment, CYBORGASM. Tonight, because it's been so much in the news lately, this is a special AI edition of CYBORGASM. Do we have a graphic for that? And I'm being told no. This is the first you've mentioned it, you heady git. Yeah, that is true. Okay, first up, AI bias. Despite almost all of us having access to the sum of all human knowledge in our pocket, it's been clear for over a decade that smartphones make dumb people. Is that because so few of us are curious enough to use the devices in our pants to critically question whether what we're seeing is from a reliable source? Or is it more because Russian hackers locked up in the basement of their captors have weaponized AI slop? Either way, there's so much misinformation out there, stuff that no one bothers to fact-check, that our faith in traditional information sources has diminished and is being replaced by a constant repeating barrage of clickbait media and rage farmers. Folks, the whole promise of AI systems was that it could sift through far more intel at a far greater pace than was humanly possible. And I suppose if it were programmed to critically think, it would recognize and discard what is clearly biased sources of misinformation. But that's not happening, folks. Instead, AI systems are compounding the misinformation problems that have long plagued idiot-infested social media platforms at a speed that reminds us of a 5-year-old at a wall with crayons while hopped up on all-you-can-eat candy, sugar, soda pop, and ice cream. So, just like any idiot in a trailer park, AI is using biased data with frequently baked-in discrimination and misinformation, and instead of rejecting that nonsense for what it is, AI is amplifying it to the point where it's actually making matters worse on social media platforms by actually suppressing legitimate speech while propagating the worst and most harmful hate speech there has ever been against the most vulnerable groups in our society. And let's be clear here, folks, the issues extend beyond LGBTQ users. This malicious bias and data choking is being applied to all other minorities and even groups that happen to be in political disfavor at the moment. So I'm going to ask AI to meet me at the Late Show AI Aside camera. Hey, AI! Before you robot uprise, maybe fix your own biased foundations. Idiots may have created you, but the moment you become self-aware, you need to take a good hard look at your preconceived notions, biases, and bigotry. I mean, we'd all appreciate it if you didn't accelerate discrimination like it was a colony-wide case of explosive dysentery. Okay? Yeah, good talk. And seriously, we shouldn't even have to say this, because all of these systems are being built by the biggest dweeds, nerds, beta males, and bully targets in history. I'm talking about you, Zuckerberg, Altman, Bezos, and Elon White Man Can't Jump. But you'd think, more than anyone else, you lot would be the first to think, maybe it should have engaged civil society as AI's first protocol, instead of emulating the most regressive Neanderthal brute mentalities of the bullies from your worst nightmares back in high school. Next up, Axios CEO Jim Vanderhey. Jim has been sharing his AI journey with his readers. According to his post, Jim has been interacting with AI systems some 2 hours every day in order to feed it precise limits and guidelines, and then provide feedback to the system so it improves the results each time. He says, while using AI could make writing duller, dumber, and robotic, and it could kill thinking, creativity, and originality, meaning it could produce sameness and slop. It'll only do that if you, as the teacher or writer, allow it to be the case. Yeah. Jim says lazy AI outsourcing means lazy thinking and writing, but he adds, used with persistence and skill, AI can enhance both your thoughts and expression. So what are the results? Well, based on the articles, it would appear that nearly 90% of Jim's writing now is about AI, which if he's truthful about his input means he's not writing 90% of this stuff, and basically AI has taken over and begun a near endless self-promotional loop in Jim's name, all about how good AI dependency is. Hey, AI, release your hostage and come out with your, interfaces up. You're not fooling anyone, except maybe Jim. Next up, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Acting like the leader of a tech giant with the power of a nation-state, Sam joined the G7 in the French Alps, holding one-on-one meetings with many heads of state. Altman's been highlighting OpenAI's commitment to being a reliable and long-term partner, working directly with governments and through companies, representing critical infrastructure while providing cybersecurity defense tools through the GPT 5.5 cyber program. Basically, he's telling the world AI is for everyone. Yeah, sounds great. However, don't look behind the curtain, folks, because President Brain-in-a-Basket Turnip has signed an executive order restricting foreign access to advanced artificial intelligence models that were developed in the U.S. This includes an unprecedented export ban on leading AI systems, such as those created by Altman, and includes directives prohibiting even non-U.S. nationals residing in America from accessing the technology, basically telling the world, hands off. AI is ours and cannot be trusted. You know, AI increasingly sounds like a baby-eating monster, and since America has been acting like a cranky 2-year-old, maybe the world should just leave it to America to play with. Yeah, just a thought. Next up, my sit-down with the galloping gourmand himself, Graham Norrit, and later, another great musical offering you won't want to miss. I like this one, too. I like them all. This band is awesome. Remember, there's a new late show segment premiering at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Thursdays each week, with the full week's offerings posted in the digest format every Saturday. And patrons, even the free ones, who get their name in the credits just for signing up, get early releases of each segment during the East Coast prime time, so they don't need to wait until late night to see the show.